Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyNut 007 channel. Got a quick shop card shout out. I want to share something that came in the mail yesterday, my IPMS Journal, and a little something in there I'd never heard of. Also want to give you a quick update on the Corvette and the stock car build for Acme. So let's get to it. First up, guys, a big shout out to our friend Jess over at Scale Model Snail and a fellow South Carolinian. Jess has opened my eyes to some things that I didn't know about. She's bringing a different perspective from her artistic mode and some craft type stuff. This is really cool. You need to go back and do what I did. Binge watch the videos. Show her some love. Give her a sub. I think she's well over 500 now. But go back to the first one where she's doing the 50 Ford pickup flower delivery and check out the flower pots, all that stuff she made. And the drag hag here, let me tell you guys, it's hard to see here, but where the stripes are on the leggings down through here, she individually put little bitty jewel crystals all the way down through I mean, this is just amazing. And you get to see her soldering the circuit board and the wires to the lights in the pipes, the headers. And you get to see her doing a lot of stuff, but she's bringing kind of that her artistic skills and some of the craft stuff into the modeling. And I got to admit, I'm probably not going to go into Michael's or Hobby Lobby or places like that without looking at things that normally I probably don't ever look at. But really cool stuff. Jess, thank you so much for the extremely kind words on the back. And she sent this cool sticker, Scale Model Snail. And by the way, a link to her YouTube channel will be in the description area below this video. So go over, like I said, show her some love, give her a sub, and check it out. You'll enjoy some of the videos. And she's building a shop, well, instead of a she shed, since it's the Scale Model Snail, she's calling it her schned. So she's got a great sense of humor too, and she's a really great modeler. Very creative, like I said. She's working on the Foxbox van right now, and she's having fun. And that's the other thing you can see in her attitude, and she's just having a blast doing this. And again, that's what it's all about. Jess, thank you. Appreciate you very much, and what you're doing for the hobby. And next up, I mentioned I wanted to share with you, I got my IPMS Journal in the mail yesterday, and some great stuff. And by the way, if you're not familiar with IPMS, it's the International Plastic Modelers Society. And this journal comes out bi-monthly, and it's really good. I've learned a lot, now, and they cover everything. Automotive, aircraft, armor, ships, figures, sci-fi. It's all covered. And in about every issue, there's something to do with that. But there's some really great stuff in here. But what I wanted to share with you out of this one, I'm not going to go through it all, but this is something I must have missed last year based on what I've been able to find. Last year was the first year, and I could be wrong about that. But Fine Scale Modeler Magazine has an ad in here for Build a Model Month. And I don't know if you guys had ever heard of that, but Build a Model Month is the month of November. And I thought, hey, that'd be a great time to get kids and kind of promote the hobby, get as many people as possible into it. But Cullenbach Publishing, who has Fine Scale Modeler, if you read into it, it goes into, don't miss, there's an online contest, various different awards, including Best of Show, articles will be written about and published in the magazine about some of the models that are entered. Then there's a sweepstakes, and if you want information on the, let's see if I can get this up here, on the contest, visit finescale.com, BAM, I guess that's, yeah, Build a Model Month contest, to learn all about the contest. And good stuff. So, and like I said, that's something I didn't know about. I didn't know November was Build a Model Month, but so there you go, and apparently it's co-sponsored by Round 2 and Coltman TV. But cool stuff. But a lot of great articles in here. This month, I did get something out of this. This 67 Impala, 3D printed hood and rear wing. And you see, well, headers, all that kind of stuff. Check that out. And there's the hood and all of that. But he did something with this one that I've never even considered, but it kind of makes sense. And that is installing the glass, instead of risking getting glue on everything, he's using two-sided tape. And I don't know if the two-sided tape that I've used in the past has been like bulletproof. It's almost impossible to get it off. So that kind of makes sense. So I may be giving that a try down the road. But pretty cool, pretty cool. And also, all the way throughout the magazine, you've got articles on different aircraft. And again, there's even a thing on sci-fi. There was a Star Wars vehicle. By the way, this one right here is a cool car. A lot of wood and aluminum. And check out this gorgeous boat, speedboat he's carrying. And that is made of wood. And there was the plans, the trailer. Cool stuff, really cool stuff. And yeah, there we go. But it's a really good magazine, and if you're a member of IPMS, you automatically, this is just something you get. I think they said next month they'll be covering the IPMS Nationals. And at the back of the magazine, you got a lot of advertisements for upcoming shows. You got a members gallery, so if you're a member of IPMS and you submit pictures for the gallery, you got a couple pages there. And then you've got the contest calendar, and it usually covers about 3 months. This goes from September through, looks like November. Yeah, November. So there you've got a list of contests, things like that around the country. But really cool mag. And I've learned a lot about weathering. Some of the stuff that you can get for armor and things like that also will work for vehicles, and the weathering techniques and some of the gear. I know it sounds odd because of the scale difference, but you might be surprised. Big time. Cool stuff, though. My buddy Larry Corbin gifted me this last Saturday, and I might have to back off so you can see this thing. I have seen 1 or 2 of these things built, and let me tell you, this is amazing. I tell you, the engine detail in this thing is something. And guess what? Oh, it's a van, man! Cool! Hey, I thought he would like it. But check that out. You've got the pop-up, you've got the suitcases. All of this stuff is in there, just a camper. But this is so cool. I've got to put this on my build list too, which just continues to grow and grow and grow. But check out that interior. Like I said, I've seen 1. I think I've seen 2 built. And these things are just, they are so cool. They really are. Okay. Larry, thank you, brother. Appreciate you very much. And let's see. On the Corvette, got the air dam. As you see here, some of the stuff done. It actually, the air dam, the front air dam is not totally done. As you see here, the way I wrapped that around, pinned it up. And, okay, so here, you see the, let me move the camera back down a little bit now. You see how we've got that built up, curled around, and how we had that clamped off, you saw. And I cut from a piece of paper. I always do this with just paper first. And this is not going to be the shape, by the way, but to get an idea of how we're going to be looking here. And of course, this is just a piece of paper, so it's not. And that's not, again, the design, because there'll be a little notch like a modern vet cut out right here toward the center. And it'll be back a little bit further, but you get the idea of what I'm going for. And then I've got a bigger chunk of, this is 20 thousandths sheet plastic, and of course that'll be shaped and rounded, and I'll probably have that done in the next, probably tomorrow. When I get my shape, I'll figure that out. Also took a piece of paper and went ahead and, we did our diffuser tray, and you can see where I've cut out a chunk there for the wheels to go, where they'll be, I hate to turn this over because that's going to be, you see where I've got my piece of carbon fiber in there, and I'm going to change that too because I don't like that little spot underneath it. Even though the nitrous bottles will be sitting on top of that, I just don't like that. And you see the nitrous, I hope you can, connectors to the bottles that are sticking up through there. And this is, once they're pulled up, you'll be able to see the braided line. Well, I hope you can see it, but that is Charlie at Protex line. I don't know if I can get it back down in there. But anyway, those will go up to the nitrous bottles. And like I was saying, this drops right in there. And I took a piece of paper and my dial caliper, got my measurements, and got the lower tray there. Well, that's to the front, it's backwards, but anyway, so we cut that out of sheet plastic, and this will be part of the lower diffuser tray. And you see where I glued a small piece there, and that step is going to be where this is up underneath the back of the car here, where the diffuser tray runs the length of the car. That will be mounted to that little lip right there. And of course I still have some well, I'll center it up a little better than that, but you get the idea. And of course I'll clean all of this right here up based on the chassis and all of that stuff. But that'll all be cleaned up, and then all of the front will be cleaned up. This is cut to the right length too, but wait until I get that front air dam in there so I can get all that done. But this should be done tomorrow. In the opening thumbnail there, in the tile, you saw the wheels and tires, and dog, I forgot to put the, I was mentioning in the last video, I was going to put the aluminum valve stems from RB Motion in there, and I still forgot to do it even after I did all this. And I've got a build sheet and forgot it. But, well, I've noticed it on there anyway. But these look really, really good. And then the rear. But I'm very pleased with the way these turned out thus far. And I think these are going to look really good sitting up underneath there. I mean, check that out. Is that not just cool? Well, I think that brake will be more like that, but, and then same up front. Wow. But I'm having a blast with these things, guys. I really am. Let me see if there's something else on the vet that I'm leaving out. I think I showed you in one of the other videos, but I'll bounce back on it again real quick. The radiator, she's going to be leaned back like that a little bit, and then I'm using a modified stock car shroud, and there'll be an electric fan up in there too. So and I may just do the electric fan, but I want it to be kicked back at an angle so it just has that fast sitting still kind of look, and then I've got to cut all this out and make that too. I think that's it at the moment, and we'll get back to the other stuff. On to the 30-second scale. The brakes will be done tomorrow, so in the next day or so we'll get an update on that. And if you remember, Miguel at HobbyWerks did me up a bunch of rims, and I showed you last time how those are, you can't see, they're so small it's kind of hard to see that very fine red ring around there, but these really look good. And hey, look, I did do the valve stem with the valve stems on it. But anyway, the hubs, check it out. And check this out. I love it. I love it. Boom. All the way through. Is that not something? And then just nice and easy, right back out. Cool stuff in 1/32 scale too, guys. This is really cool. And as I was showing you last time, these 32nd scale photo etch discs fit up. I didn't even send him. It's just one of those fluke things. I didn't even send him the inner dimensions for these things. They just fit, boom, right in there. This is one of the extras. The others are in the dehydrator right now, drying, and the brake calipers that he made for me, they're drying as well. So those will be finished tomorrow, probably by tomorrow evening, and I'll be sharing those with you in one of the next upcoming videos in the next few days. But I wanted to share that with you. And by the way, to the guys that were the winners in the drawing for 5,500, everything came in but 2 tools. Those should be in based on the tracking stuff, hopefully tomorrow. So that stuff, I really want to get that stuff out to you this week. I think that's it, guys. All right, head over to HobbyNut Models, visit Mark, check out that inventory, pick you up a nice model kit and some goodies. We appreciate you guys. We really do. We love you. Jesus loves you. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.